Hey guys, so for those of you that are here already, Charlie and I took along on Tesla real quick here, just because it seemed like it was going to go higher, and you never know inexplicable reason for why that would happen. So we just really lowered our share size and said, like, what's this doing? But there's some danger even with 20 shares. Um, so what's going on today? My God. The news that just came out, for those of you that are here, I would really love your opinion um, about what Trump just said, that he's going to put a tariff on every movie made out of the United States. We were just talking about it here. We are all big movie people. And to me, well, I don't even want to give you my opinion. I would like to hear your opinion. How do you feel about that tariff on that particular thing? So let us know. We have an opinion here, but I'd like to hear everybody else's opinion. I watched Netflix go down. We were looking at Netflix, and that was going down. That's not one you scalp. It's so expensive, right? But it went down. Some people got in it, but this is not one. Very low share size, obviously. So that's not one you would normally scalp. And we don't normally we're not doing any swings or day trades, and I'm doing pre-market very, very rarely. I just thought it's almost like I want to get out of this because I wanted a quick pop and maybe make her $50. We just get to start the day out good. I don't like the fact that it might just go straight down. So I'm just thinking about taking a tiny hit and getting out right now of Tesla, because it could retrace, all the way down $5 or something, and then you're down $100. So, but I don't even have this set up properly to get out of this if I wanted to get out immediately. So I was hoping we might get a pop and just get out of it. We were just talking about it.
DSX Diana Shipping announcing time charter contract for MVDSI Aquila with Bunge.
Yeah, I'll try sell the ask, Charlie. I don't think it's going to pick it up, though. That's at 10 cents. It's right there. So it'll be like a $6 loss, which is if it picks it up. But it might just keep going down, in which case I have to sell the bid just to get out of it. So, and I don't want to be holding this when the market opens. So I'm just going to try to get out of it real quick here. It didn't work. We went for it. All right, see, I should have just switched it and sold the bid immediately. So now I'm in a situation where it's going down worse. Let's see if it pops back up. I mean, we're only talking pennies here, but I mean just a few dollars. So it's better just to get out. If this starts to go down again, I'm just going to get out. Yeah, so I lost $11. You got out. Okay. She lost $6. That was a dumb FOMO trade, but we did it anyway. So we'll wait to see what really happens here. It is interesting to maybe look at this at the open, which is something we weren't really going to do. So the stock today, the news today, interesting. I mean, we've got the whole government shutdown. Now, the scuttlebutt about that is that even if it shuts down, it'll be a short period of time, and the market's already worked this in over 15 years of almost shutdowns and reopenings, that the market doesn't really care, that it's oblivious to it. I don't know if I'd believe that. I wouldn't be taking swing trades right now. That's my opinion. That's up to you guys. As always, remember, I'm not a licensed financial advisor, so seek the advice of somebody you trust before you try to follow any advice I give here. Do your own due diligence on anything you trade. Okay, that said, and you should have a day trading plan and all that stuff. For those of you guys that are here, though, you pretty much know it every morning. So anyway, I would worry about doing that. I would worry about, we have about 7 minutes of the market open, so I'll go over this real quick, but I would worry about taking a swing. So the FINRA rule is still they call it a rumor. It's not enforced, but it's more than a rumor because the board approved it. So now there's articles coming out in all kinds of different formats about it. So I do believe that's going to happen sometime soon. So that's the other big news looming. That's going to change everything, and I believe that the market will go up just because of the amount of traders, but we'll see. Let's see. Alibaba, BABA has news because of the AI cloud spend, so they think that's going to go up. They hiked the price target on that. Oracle, let's see. It's not really saying whether Oracle's up or down. These are just ones that have big news. Here's the biased. NVIDIA is bullish. Tesla is slight bullish. Amazon is bullish. Palantir is neutral. Apple is bullish. Hood is slight bullish. AMD is neutral. BABA bullish. Coin slight bullish. Oracle two-sided. That's not helpful. ETFs. The SPY is bullish, QQQ is bullish, TQQQ amplified bullish, and then bearish bias on the SQQQ, of course. Then we've got the whole tariff on furniture. Those companies going to go down. Movies, and then pharmaceutical. Not really telling us any particular stock to go for on a Monday to see how it's going to shake out. Futures are up. And this presentation that I'm giving you is going to change over time, that I think is going to be better. But right now, you got what you got. So I will probably look at this for the open. Let me see. There's our ATR right there for the RV strategy. But let's look at some of these others. Let's look at NVIDIA. Do I have that marked out still? Yeah, so is this still something that I would keep? Yeah, so that I would keep that fib level. I just don't have a good 2-day fib level. That's a good price level. That's a good price level. Yeah, it's smoothed out over here. All that's good. Let's go to a 2-day and give it a little bit more help here. Oops, that's not the 2-day. That's the 30-minute. Stop. Get me out of here. All right, let's see here. Of course, it's way the heck over here. Is this not 2-day? What is this set at? It is. You don't have much time. 4 minutes. I'm just going to mark this just to see it. The other one I really want to look at today is Apple. Just going to do that here and pull it across. Nope. Let's see. So there is my level 2 there. There it is. Okay. So that's 180.41. That's what I want. 180.41 on that line. 180.41. I did do that pre-market, which I normally don't do. It would be generally in the same area if I just went up and down here. Just if it comes down, we have some channels. Not something I wanna trade when it's near its high. I would end up going short off of this if I traded it at the open, which is interesting. To maybe wait for it to go up and then trade against it. Everybody says don't short against the bull market, but I'm a big recoil, retrace shorter, as you guys know. It's how I trade. This would probably be much more conservative if I were to try it than Tesla. Tesla would go straight up. I don't recommend you trade at the open, as you know. I sometimes do it if I sense an opportunity, and most of the time I'm digging out of the hole for the rest of the day. Which Charlie has done all the calcs and pointed out that we'd have double our money this month. We have just 2 days left to trade this month, and we'll do our total final how we're doing. I did put out a video over the weekend that took me like 3 days to make. That is how to build, the Thinkorswim layout from scratch to do this type of trading. Now I do have a new indicator up here that I'm still beta testing. This is a little different than the one I showed on Friday. This is just going 5 candle back, and it's showing the overall range of these candles, right? This is the overall range, not the average. This is still keeping the average of which way biased, and now I added the spread, and then there's the overall average range. So of the last 5 candles based on a 5-minute chart. So we're not going to chase that stock he's talking about. Go up to 100 shares. We'll look to see if we can catch a dip. If this goes straight up, I might try to get a dip because I like the look of this to play a dip here, but I'm not going to hold it into a swing. I'll take a loss if I call it wrong. I'm trying to think of where. So we're into the stratosphere here as to what to call wrong. I think if I went back, I'll just see what happens before I have my exit. I mean, I would think that I would want to exit no more than $200 loss. I mean, that would be painful. So we're opening in just about a minute. Let me just take a quick look here. I have a minute to do this. Yeah, so 184.55. So anything off of there is an automatic short for me, but catching it earlier than that would be better. But I don't know if it's going to dip up. I don't know if it's going to go up here. So, or go up, not dip up, but move up. And I hope it does, because then I will short it. And that's just what goes up must come down. That's just generally my attitude, as you guys know. And we'll get into doing the actual scalping, consolidating recoil strategy once we get enough market data as we move along here. So I'm the professor with Day Trading for Success. Be careful. I wish you luck if you're trading along with me and you are responsible for your own trades. I make mistakes all the time. Just somebody here to trade along with you. Here we go. It's definitely going to go up first, which you might say, like, maybe you should just ride it up. Here we go. So we got up to almost 81. So it hit that ATR and just turned right around, boy. There it goes. All right. Yeah, so I'm definitely thinking about shorting it up here.
Microsoft introduces agent mode and office agent in Microsoft 365 Copilot. Michael sent you Foxtrot Tango.
See if it keeps going up here, guys. Broke the 50 cent. Do not know why it's this strong. I'm getting ready to get in it. Oh my God, I don't have it on the. Maybe that's good for me.
Dow Jones is up 113.14 after.
Guess it is, because I was going to short it and it wouldn't let me take it because I was still on extended market hours. So now I would rethink I was watching it drop consistently. Could have recoiled some money here already. It keeps going up, but then coming right back down. I'm going to go ahead and get in. So in a trade, I'm at 67 cents. So in there, it takes off. Again, I knew I was possibly into riding it up, and I'm willing to do that and add to my share size. So I think it will fade. It could have waited a little longer, obviously. And here we go. You can watch the professor fail and say, I'm not going to do the stupid stuff he does. That's crazy. That's craziness, man. Don't forget to let me know what you think about this new movie tariff if you just got in here. Trump's just put a tariff on movies, and I really would like to know if you think that's a wise idea, if you let me know in the comments. So if it were to go $3 higher up, then I would be, from this position, I would be $300 down if I wanted to ride it that high and then maybe average in to do a nice big profit as it comes back. As it goes up that high, then you wonder, like, well, how fast will it be that it would come back down? So you have to think about that. You look at this day and say, like, well, what did it really do here? So it hit that, and then it took These are 1 minute candles. It got down to 82 from that level, and then it stayed there, you know. Or is this, no, this is a 5 minute. Yeah, so then it stayed there for a while. So then it came back down to, no, it just really didn't go much down that day. So kind of like have to think about that. It did a little pullback there.
China Commerce Ministry opposes U.S. export control measures.
We're going to wait to really get into trading. We're going to wait for this stuff to consolidate here.
To correct the
Look at that. You know, I kind of thought it was going to go up. What is Tesla doing? So it's 449. Had we stayed in that position, Charlie, we would have made over $100 real quick. Just can't seem. I'm just banging my head against the wall in the mornings. These mornings. Very, very strong. Surprising that it's so strong. I mean, the futures did say higher, so. Might be more inclined to take a hit and then get back in short as it goes, as it continues to go up. It's a very small hole to dig out of right now, but I'm not holding it in. I didn't have a very good plan, as you know. You want to watch how not to trade something. Tune in early to the professor trading the open. If you want to see somebody be calm into losses, I can show you that, how calm I can be. These are not numbers that are going to freak me out, but of course I'd love to be right and not wrong. And if I added to this, you know, I'd be up to just 182 range, which is not enough to add. You know, it would not make me comfortable to add. As it breaks down through this 182, if it broke down hard, I might add to catch a dip and get out for like 20, 30, 40 bucks. Just get out of the trade and then reassess. It's coming back down to more nominal losses here.
U.S. Interior Department said
So we're 5 minutes in and it's still up here. So that's, and you know, NVIDIA doesn't move real fast. So I could just sit here out of range for the entire day, out of making money, and just be like, man, maybe you should have just got out while you were up there. Here's the high ATR right here. So kind of don't want to see it break that, but adding there wouldn't be smart because it'd have to come way down to pick me up again as it still climbs up. So that's 183.55. So I'd be a solid dollar up, 182.60 range. If I added as it hit that, I'd have it at 182.60, which actually isn't too bad. It's hovering down here, but that's not where I have it now. So it spiked up there and turned around. That's its high, 183.15. So I'm just watching this. You guys might have gone long, and I hope you did if you traded it at all, and you made some good money. I constantly, somebody said it's like pissing in the wind. Somebody comment, and I'm like, turn sideways or get a stronger stream. Yeah, I'm very a short bias trader. I do believe that there are faster moves going down than going up unless there's a catalyst. There is no catalyst on this, but it is NVIDIA and it is a bull market, and, you know, it's going all the way to its high. Look at that go. Really hurting me. Do I want to hold this into a swing for the retrace, which I do believe will happen, or, you know?
Fed, Deputy Market Operations Chief Ramash says banking sector reserves still remain
Look at some of the other stocks here.
more pressure on repo rates
Apple's down.
going forward.
Hood is up.
How markets manage
AMD is slightly up. These are from the open.
in place to
Nvidia's up $3 from the open. Tesla is up $5 from the open. Amazon is even money.
New York Fed's Ramash says Fed balance sheet getting closer to ample reserves level.
We'll just sit here and watch this. I kind of wish I'd stayed at Tesla because there would have been some opportunities there. However, had I shorted that, my God, that would have been really painful, right? This is a very strong upward move that I am not on. I'm not sure I'd get in it at this point to go long, but calling the biased at the open is so risky, as you can see. I hope this isn't just a slight retracement. I'd like to see a couple of red candles here. I'd like to see this turn red is what I'd like to see, but it would have to get all the way down to, you know, this level. Here's where it opened. It would have to get down to 36 cents, 82.36 even to turn this 5-minute red. It's not really showing signs of that. So it's hovering at the even dollar amount and holding it. Trending up, as you can see here. Come on, break that $0.50 and keep going. This could be the beginning of a nice big retracement. Let's see. Bring us back down to this ATR. That would make me some nice money. Now, had I taken that up there, I could have been out even money here. Had I averaged in to half my share size, which is 400 shares total. I'm only in 25% of my share size. For those of you that aren't used to watching me trade, I trade where I average in starting at 25%. I look at this and I go like, I would go long right here, but I am already short, so... we don't have enough data really to, you know, to call it. The target's way higher up than down. Here we go. I'm starting to see a breakdown here a little bit, so it could actually turn this red if it goes just a little further here. It just needs another 10, 15 cents down, and then the 5-minute would turn red, which would probably, nope, 3 seconds won't make it. This will stay green. Yeah, unfortunate. But it is a gravestone 5-minute. MACD sending it down. That's a good sign. You usually follow what those arrows say. Here we go. Broke the 9, heading down toward the VWAP, and we are at a 82 even right there. But that was it. Well, going back. Come on, pound it down. It's done going up. We're done going up, guys. You heard the professor. Everybody jump on the short. We're going to short it. We're going. Everybody jump on.
Shares of Carnival Corporation falling now down more than 1%.
Be a lemming. Let's jump on this move.
Had their earnings out earlier. Now pulling back.
Guess Carnival earnings weren't the best?
Futures falling here
Or were they good?
about 22 off the earlier highs.
Futures are pulling back a little.
NASDAQ futures holding up right now up about 160.
Trying to pull it down this way. Yeah.
Right now up about $48, 38.57.
Tesla's pulling back a bit from his 449. Still working on that other scanner I'll be doing. So this level,
Up at 10 pending home sales.
if I could average in above this level, like right here, that would be good, 82.61. In order to do that, I would need to be $2 up. I need to be 83.61 up here. Then I might consider averaging in to pick up a profit as it came back down. But man, then you're doubling your damage, you know, if it keeps going up. We all know how it works. Oh, there it goes back up again. Yeah, the 5 minutes still looks strong. Yeah, the Evening Star or Gravestone signaled a continuation instead of a reversal. And we made sort of a nice bull flag on the 1 minute. And I'm stuck over here for a little bit. But I would want to wait anyway, at least into the 15-minute before we start looking for stuff to trade on a recoil consolidation. And then we'll make some good money when we start doing that. But once again, Charlie was right. She did not take this trade. I'm proud of her. You're going to stop at that ATR again? This is the full ATR right there. So it literally stopped just before it. Would have been a great place to short right there. Yeah, and I don't want to add to half my share size yet. I think it's just going to bring more pain, so I'm going to hold off for right now. Might go over and leave this running for a minute, but I don't want to swing this all day or anything. I mean, that this way, wherever it goes, it's not going to be too bad if I just hold it. If it gets to $200 or $300, but if I add the shares, they're going to be $500, $600. So if it keeps, and then I might go, I'll just swing it. I just don't want to swing anymore. Not in this environment. So I just want to keep it low enough where I can make the money back pretty quickly. Yep. So by now, if you watch me trade the open, you would know go the opposite direction. And you will be making a lot of money. Oh my God, here we go. Come on. I think the puppet wants to embarrass me. Embarrass me. If you just got in, remember, give me your opinion on what you think about the new tariff thing that Trump just announced, that he's going to tariff all foreign movies, any movie made outside the U.S. What is your opinion on that? I know Netflix has a crap load of movies made outside the U.S. What does that really mean, too, if you're tearing 100% or whatever, large tariff? What does that mean? Will they just stop making the movies? I don't even know. Here we go. Just keeps deciding it's going to go up. I might be waiting a long time for this retracement. So we're into the 15-minute. Let's see as Tesla pulls back. What else do we have here? AMD's up quite a bit. Everybody's up. I'm really surprised, actually. Apple's even. Hood's even up now, $3. So this is just odd to me that things are going up. I know it's a bull market. I just thought with this shutdown. Now there's our high from before. Be very tempting to go short off that level and then look for a retracement down. So I am high enough now where this level would give me a profit if I averaged in up here. 84. I might just double down before I leave this area here. And then I do have to be concerned about, because of this account I'm on, I have it set low for the PDT, so I wouldn't be able to trade many shares as I held this. I'd be restricted like all you guys. So I have to think about that. It's already banging off that whole 184. It seemed to be a number that it didn't like. All right, let's get a look at Tesla, why that does its thing over here. Remember, if the numbers scare you, that means your share size is too high. Doesn't scare me to carry that even into like $1,000. I'm not going to get terrified or anything, but I understand that most people do not trade that way. So I'm okay to hold it. That's why I'm calm. I don't have to look at it. All right, so let's take a look. I did mark the fib here. Interesting. That would have been a good one to go short on off the 49. So that was the high, right? That's what it's saying. That was the high then. Yeah. So 450. 450. You would think 450 would be a nice rejection level. Where did it open? It opened way down here. What is it calling the open at? 444.35. I'm at 38 there. Let's mark the open. It's good for just for looking for the the retracement where we're at here and stuff. So there's our open, because that would be a good level to trade off of. This isn't really a good consolidating. This is not good to trade right here. Right now we need to wait a little bit. So yeah, let's wait it out. Let's look at AMD, and that's going up. Woo! Look at that, huh? Much something tells me that's not going to look too good on the 1 minute, just because it is just not. It's now no consolidating. Let's see. Nope. Can't trade that. You could trade it long biased. Broke that ATR. Any time in here, I would be expecting this to go back down. But who am I to know such a thing? Let me just think about this.
Shares of NVIDIA pumping to $184. Stock getting price target raised at Jefferies from $205 to $220. Remember Victor Delta Alpha.
So it did have news, NVIDIA, to raise its target. We go back over to that. That's what that was based on, really? I don't know, guys. Let me keep this over here a little bit longer to see if I can possibly get out of this trade. That's right where it was a minute ago. It's starting to fade here. That's its nosebleed level up there. Just waiting it out to find something that's not just moving a full direction. Let's see what Apple looks like, because that's kind of staying right where it opened. But it's going to be really slow to make money on. Hood moved quite a bit. We could take a look at that. There's the Apple 5 minutes. So it seems like it found a bottom. Interesting. If this starts to swell back down again, we may have something here at least. Yeah, that's its low, 53. Again, I'm not ready to trade this either. Let's look at the level 2. Well, that was 8 cents in a split second, so it is moving what we need to move it in. Oh, I see. Let me go back to NVIDIA because it's getting closer to my position and just see. Oh no, I thought I saw it closer to the position. What is my? Oh, mine's 181.61. I thought I was at 182. I counted that happening before I really took that trade up there to double my share size. So yeah, I'm a whole buck off the where I need to be. So I could get out, of course. Then just get down to business. Let's take a look at hood. Wow, everything is just, it's just so bull that you can't, bullish that you can't. I just picked it, I just shorted too soon. It's just so, it's like easy pickings here for just going bullish. Which I hope a lot of you did. Now, of course, it's made its move, but so now you are looking for consolidating, retracing down, up, down, you know, that kind of thing. Again, we're just long bias, but I feel like we've missed the long. I just don't know how much longer it's going to go up, but it's definitely long bias on everything. Hood has really toasted me a few times by trying to do the consolidating level thing and then just not. It's still going, boy. Look at hood go. No, I'm just not feeling good about it, guys. Just saying, is it because I'm holding the position over there? Is that the way why I feel this way? I don't think so. Let me see what we got for recoil here on the hood. 8 cents. Yeah, it's definitely got enough recoil action here to trade this long biased. What's our spread? 1 cent. So would it be better to just get in at market if we want to try to retrace this at all? I mean, going back up long off this dip. I'll take the dip there. All right. So let's see if I can catch it continuing to go up. Get a little money back on this one. Hood likes to slap me down, boy. We could have got a little tiny profit there. Are you kidding me? We're just going to call them all wrong today. We have solid support down here, you would think. That's our full ATR down there. So I definitely chased it, and it decided it was going to turn around right when I went in. There's our 9 moving average. See if we can get it. If it breaks 28. No, not what am I going to do? No, I'm only 6 cents above 28. I was going to say that would be a spot to add, but no. It's coming back.
IFCC, another cannabis stock pumping here, $2.19.
NVIDIA is just kind of staying out of my position a couple of bucks. $1.50. Makes it like $150 down for me without me even having to look at it. Just looking at the scanner right now. Here we go. Let's get a winning trade, shall we? $28.29. We'll take that when we get that. That's our first consolidating trade. We'll look for a dip and go long biased again. See if we can break below the one. Maybe the 128 even will hold it, which is also a historical data level, I see. Besides being whole and half dollar level. It may stop at that level up there, which is like at the 40 cents. It looks like. I don't know. It seems to be making a flat top here. Let's see if it holds. If we can get some consolidating level in here, start making some money on this one.
Coming up, pending home sales plus 0.2%. That's for August. That's the consensus. In 2 minutes at 10 a.m. Eastern Time.
Intraday level just to kind of make me feel warm and fuzzy. But I'm going to stick with Hood for a little bit. It's just not, you're not going to get fast money here, but it seems like it might be doing a consolidation like we're looking for. So let's see if we can get some long shorts here. Of course, you could raise your share size and make a lot more money. On Hood, you should be able to get up to 800 shares at this price if you've made the PDT. So it keeps drawing back. So the shorts are, I'm going long bias, but shorts are pretty safe the way it's trading right now. You just don't get over greedy holding. Wow. I'm going to go ahead and get into a short there and look for a recoil and just get out fast and not try to get over greedy here. Looking for a recoil on this. I am long biased, but it looked like on the level 2 I had some opportunities here, so I'm going for those. I'm at 55 cents, so it seems to be not wanting to do that, but let's see. I would not be opposed to adding to my position as it continues to go up. We haven't had a pullback now, so we're looking for the pullback. Anywhere near 129, I will add. Now, typically I say don't add till it's going back your way. I'm going to go ahead. So I'm in 200 shares now. Now I'm really asking for it. Really asking for it. So I'm all the way up to 75, though. So let's take a look. Anything above 129 and a quarter, I would probably just take the hit. 200 shares. So just now reaching 1/4 my position. I'm at 128.75, looking for a bigger dip. No, man. Not sure why this is doing quite this much. I was trading a long bias, but it looked like we were going to get some recoiling that we're just not getting here.
YCBD resuming a big volume coming in now, very big volume.
Spread's still a penny. There we go. That was a terrible. I thought I was going to get like $11. I got $5, but I got out of it, and it still kind of slapped me with a ruler that I like go long biased and stop doing that. But let's see. At some point, there's going to be a big pullback here. Hopefully, I didn't just jump out of that big pullback. I would look at this fib to go in long, which is 57 cents roughly. We're at 64. $59 on the bid for a split second. The longer it takes to go down there, the more worried I get about getting in. I think that might have been the end of that downward move there. But I'm still looking to get it closer to the fib. Didn't get it. That's our NVIDIA is still about $1 off my position. There's a rickshaw man or doji. And it is just going to go up. See if it's going to break that 129 again. It's just really, really going up today. Without a real reason. So it's made the channel here between the 129 and the fib. Oh, should have grabbed it down there. It was just didn't quite make the fib. It would have been a good. Or was I going for the 50 cent? Yeah, I might have been going for the 50 cent level there. We're keeping the share size nice and tight here. Keeping an eye on NVIDIA. Yeah, it's just about a little over $1 off my position down. For that's $100 down over there. Looking to buy down there near that fib if it gets down there. I'm going to wait it out. At least 128.60. Not, I mean, that's close to the fib, but really slowed way down here, so could be getting ready for a reversal. I don't have a lot of good data right here now. Oh, am I on 1 day still? Oh my God. Let me get the magnet going here. Yeah, I thought I was on today, so this will have me read data completely differently. This is our magnet down there. That's where most of your volume is centered. It really slowed it down here. So going long even now is a little, got to be careful. It's really consolidating. So we need to find where its new range might be. Really slowed down here to make any money. There it goes. Okay. At the 50 cent, I will go short if it gets up there. And I might go long more at the 128.70 area to try to channel it here. I mean, the 129 even dollars sort of like our middle of the road area there to take profit if you get it on the dip. Stat was tempting. It didn't quite get down low enough. The magnet pulled right up there, guys. You see that? So there's a lot of volume here right now. Seems like it wants to break higher here. So I'm just looking for a good, any kind of a good dip down here to break higher. Give me a dip. Give me a dip. Nope, it's going. That was its dip. Come on, give me a dip down there. We finally got to some consolidation here. Okay. Well, NVIDIA's going back up again. AMD's going back up again. Everything's got a second round of pushing upward. Oh, here we go. Okay, I will short at the 50 cent. There's 46. Close, twice at 46. Hit 48. I didn't see it on the market maker, though. I already would have been a profit had I gotten that. Anything off the 129 now, I would go long based on the way it's moving. But if it dips down to the 129, I will go long. I'll go short off the 129.50. There it is. Hit it again. It hit it, but I couldn't grab it. There we go. All right. What did I get it at? 51? All right. So I'm just looking for a recoil. Not a lot. Just a short amount of money here. Let's see. We can get anything here on a recoil here below the 50 cent. Went up to 59. I got it at 51. There we go. So that ended up being a good trade. That got me up to 46 bucks. Now I would look for the 29 to go long. I'm still definitely long biased here. But I like to catch those when it breaks a new level, it usually has a pullback. That was a little bigger pullback than I was hoping for, so that was good. So now we're up here again. Boy, look at it go, huh? You could just ride it along. Every time I say, I'm just going to hold this for a while, then it just shakes me out when I could have had $50 or $100. No, just hold it for a bigger move. Look for it at the 29. I'm looking for the 129 even. Man, it's stopping at the $0.25 hard. If you watch that level 2 action, it's being held up. There's 21, there's 17, there's 14 on the bid. 15. I'm going to take that, guys. I'm going to go ahead and go in for on a long on this one. It seems like it was hard pushing it down. It wants to go. Let's see. Let's get it up there, back up into the 50-cent range. That would be a 35-cent trade. Anywhere near that. There's at 30, 33, 35. Now we're about to punch 39. I'll take that. That got us up. That's helping us on that bad NVIDIA. Okay, yeah. She does not have her friends with her today. Charlie doesn't, but she is on hood with me. And that means she's very green. Wow, here we go. Of course, if it held it, it would have been better. Just 100 shares. Easy, easy money for us, guys. 100 shares. Your account should be able to easily handle this amount. Starting to show signs of consolidating on the 5-minute. Looking for a little bit bigger dip. Okay, I'll go for it. I got it at 09. Hopefully it's not going to have a big breakdown here. It wasn't that hard to push it down. I just went more off the price level. It did look like it could go lower when I picked it up, though. Here we go. Can we break $100 on this trade?
YCBD, more highs now, $1.37, up 114%.
See the price action moving in above the magnet. This is going to pull the magnet up. Everything's going to jump up now. So it's a good indicator to get. It just told us it was going to continue to go up. So we just have to wait a second. And then we'll look for it to break the 100. I was at 95 there for a second. It's like this should reach cess, which confirms that it's going to go up. And now we're going to break our $100. Here we go. Big boom. Big boom up. It's at 96 again. I'm wondering if I should just dare. Oh. I saw it at 101. I hit out, but I should have held a little longer. But we're at 99 on that one, and what's happening over there? Yeah, NVIDIA's still hurting me over there. Let's see if we can catch up to its terrible pain. So if you're only trading this, then if you make your goal, you should stop and go enjoy your life. Unless trading is all you enjoy, and then you still need to be careful over trading. I would lower your share size if you've gamified it. I can't talk you out of it. Just lower your share size and have your fun making smaller amounts of money, thereby maybe only losing smaller amounts of money. But I know what it's like to gamify stuff. I'm looking at the ones that are moving at least 20 cents within 15 seconds. And there's another one here that looks interesting on this scanner on my left. It's a wicked cheap stock too. Why don't we go take a look at that just to see if that's a doable. What's our spread there? Okay, it's not bad. I'm gonna just see, guys, because this might be some easy money here. So we can go back to hood in a minute. There's its 5-minute, which is pretty decent looking. as far as a retracement. Let's look at the 1 minute here. Now, I marked this out a long time ago, so I'm going to get rid of these levels. And just look at, we've got a 50 moving average right there. We're at our ATR level. How fast are we moving here? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. This looks pretty decent on our level 2. All right, let's go a little higher share size on this one. 200 shares. Looking for a rejection off this level. Not enough to go short, but that is the full ATR right there. There's our range of every candle and which way it ended up. There's our average range per candle, last 5 candles. There's the target on high, on short or long. This is a great indicator. And there's our current spread, but you can see that here too, obviously. But it did reject off the ATR. So there's the 45 even. I'm tempted to get in down there at the 45 even. I think it's about to go back up. I didn't catch it though. So let's see. It's a risk for sure. As with anything, for a $0.25 could happen quick, which would be $50 on this level of share size, 25 cents down. So that level is at the 37 mark. Sometimes I like to just put a price level there so I see the price more clearly. Let me just see if this is doable for us, because you might make more money on this one faster. That's what I'm trying to see. What's Tesla doing? That's my usually how I get even really quick if I have a problem is on Tesla. I can make it in like 3 trades there. I just stopped moving in here, so now it's just like, okay, come on, guys, you got to give me some. I mean, these were all trades, you know. Every one of these could have been a decent trade. 45 even. I'm gonna go for it. So I got it at 45 even. And then it jumped. Then it breaks it. Yeah, it looked like it was making a breakdown here, but I was willing to take the shot for it. So 81 would be a spot that I might consider adding for its pull back up, which it's starting to do already. MACD says go down. Nope, it's going up. Let's get up to this area. So really the 27 area, I don't want to be greedy and hold it all the way to the high up there. So anything over like 20 cents, 44.20 would be a good trade. Well, it seems like it wants to break down now that I'm in it. Okay, we're going to go for it. So 400 shares, guys. This is when we have fun. So I'm up at 44.91 now, 10 cents off. Looking to hold this into I'll hold this pretty deep if I need to. There was a profit, not much. Can we get it over the even dollar, 45, or is that going to be a resistance? I'll take that. Not as much as I thought there, but that wasn't bad. So let me lower the share size down. So we got $19 on that first trade. You got $22, so that's good. NVIDIA's pulling back down. I'm looking at that because I have a position if you just came in NVIDIA. So is this going to be a breakdown now? Are we going to start getting worried about going long bias? Let's give this a second to see. So 9 moving average. Here's our 20. We don't have a market magnets way down here from earlier price action. Our MACD did make an appearance here, and it did go the way it said to go. Now it's going back up again. Almost have an abandoned baby over here. But they didn't fully abandon it. They changed their mind. It must have just been so cute as they drove away and left it on the side of the street. I saw a YouTube video where a woman befriended an otter. Man, are those things like cute little otters. It's just like, man. It was weird. Like it instinctively would not warm up to a cat like a cat was danger, but a dog it would crawl all over and be best friends with. Wow, CBD information for the elderly or whatever on that stock is going crazy, and it just halted. Not a platform you want to trade stocks that halt on. Maybe on Lightspeed, not on Thinkorswim. So it does seem to be holding this baby on the side of the road thing. It's really respecting that 81 level where I averaged in to half my share size the last trade. Look at that. I'd like it to turn around, then we could go back to this. So what's Hood doing? Because I'm getting ready for Hood again. If it doesn't, wow, Hood's volume is putting it way just below Tesla now. So Hood's got a real action. If whoever stayed with that is probably doing pretty good. So is it going to stop here? Is this it? Are we going up from here? Looks like it. I'm going to go ahead and go for it. I got it at 78. Just try to take a quick trade here. Where can we go? Oh boy. Okay, so now it didn't do what I wanted it to do. So it is pulling back down. Let's see here. I don't know if I want to add to this yet. I've got to think about this. We had some real data telling us that to add to it before, but now I don't have anything here except way down here. I'm at 78. I'm only 8 cents off the position, so wow, is it really going to retrace all the way? It didn't make a higher high, so 5-minute calls for it to go down. That's why I worry. Let's see if this VWAP can turn it around. We were doing good there for a minute, Charlie, and then I almost switched over to Hood, and it looked like it was grinding to a halt, so I went for it. 50 cent and the VWAP sort of turned it around for now, briefly. Back green for the day and it's for a second there, but not on the trade. So what do I have it at? I have it at 78, just below this level. Breaking the 20 now. About to break the 9. Let's do it. It's too slow, and I'm ready to move on here. So let's make it a green trade before I move on. Let's make it a wonderful trade. Oh, you got out of it. Like $2 down or so, huh? Well, that might have been the way to do it because it's going back down. She actually did better than me there by getting out of that move. Well, I was trying to hold it into a bigger move, but $15 nice and red now. I was thinking about adding to it down there. Had I done that, I already would have been out of the trade. Adding to it at the 50 cent. I'm just looking, it dropped way below that, 9 cents below. So no real signs of going back up. I mean, that spike was good, you know, up here, almost all the way. That's when she got out. Well, this isn't one of those flawless days, is it? Video. You are seriously overleveraged. You get to hear a message. Your account has been canceled. Dude, you got your phone ringing. We can all hear it. Did it finally hit its bottom there and it's going to come back up? At least we got a green candle. Oh, Nvidia's still going up. I'd like to see this 5-minute turn green. And that would need, it needs to get up in here. So there it goes. Okay, so the 5 minutes green, if it's about to close, 29 seconds to close, that would get me to hold into a deeper move for a profit. Nope, fell back off. 17 seconds green again. 5 minutes green. Let's get up break 45 here. Here we go. We're going to finally get a green trade. Looks like anyway. Close in 2 seconds. 5 minute close green. A bunch of people should jump on now and push this up. Here we go. That was a $10. I'll take that. There we go. Ha! Oh, she's back in the trade. All right. Well, Charlie's trading on her own. She's probably going to beat me, and she'll have her own YouTube channel. Let me take a look at. It's not a joke, really. I shouldn't laugh. It's just the funny that it turns out that way. Not that she's not capable of doing that. Yeah, please don't misread what I say and send me nasty stuff, people, because I know you'll like to do that. I don't know why. I don't know why. Unhappy in your life, I guess. You send me nasty things. I am an easy target. I could be like one of those guys that just swears at the screen and always unhappy, and you trade along with them. There are people like that. You should find them. I'm not going to name them, but I can't. I don't understand it. They seem so unhappy when they trade, and they're screaming and cussing and just like, not that I'm a choir boy, but no, I don't want to hear it. You know, when I trade, I'd rather have a calming influence. Remember, don't forget to give me your idea of your thoughts on what you think about Trump putting a tariff on movies made outside the country. So look at this serious consolidation here at the 29.50, and now it's broken high again. I was kind of looking at the bigger 5 minute candle action, just going like, man, that's a real breakout again. Now you would think 130 is really a rejection level, so you can see the market magnets 50% levels right there. This screams for a short, honestly. But I just got here, and I'm kind of want to watch it a bit longer. Trying to look over on these scanners here to see. what is Hood's news? Specifically Hood. If you look at this, and Hood isn't putting its news up here, but, you know, wow, right? It's got quite the move here. But I was looking for stories just for Hood right now, and it's like thinking. So I'll bring this back over when to see if we can get some actual better Hood stuff here. So it rejected off the 70. That's not really a rejection. Just pulled back a little. Look at the meter's so strong still. It's all green, man. It just doesn't seem smart to short this. I mean, sooner or later it's going to come down. It might go down $2 or $3 all at once. I would love to catch that short, but look at this. I mean, so the target up is so much higher than the target down. We have a big range. Let me lower this to 100 shares. Get ready to continue to do what we're doing here. So I would say, watching this now, I'm going to go very long biased. 130.50 would be an entry. Oh my God. 131 short. Yeah, 131 I'll go short. You're definitely getting 15-cent recoils. So that would be like a $15 trade if I grab it there. Or 50 cent, go long. Long on the 50 cent. So $1.50, that's all we really got here. We had a magnet push, the MACD pushing it up down here. Man, it's something's hitting it. It can't go down. I'm going to go into it there higher than I wanted to because I don't think it's going to go down. I think it's going to go back up. So that's the dip I think we could get. So I went for it. And it gave me a terrible fill because I thought I had it at 66 cents. Yeah, spread's 4 cents. I should have considered that. Try to get out on the ask. Yeah, so at least I got all of it that way. So we'll look to buy the bid on a dip again. Okay. Oop. Cancel that. Yeah, I thought I had it at the 50-cent dip, and then in the 50 cents. Does that make sense? The 50 cents. So we're 114 on Hood. Just stair-stepping our way along to a nice big profit for the end of the month. I don't think we'll hit 5K, but I think we'll hit 4,500, no problem. Assuming I can save myself from the whole NVIDIA thing, which is still creeping up off my position. We might make it up right over here, just between the stocks we've been trading. Okay, so that seems like that was all it was going to do. It didn't go any lower. What did it go down to? 130.55. So anywhere in the 50 cents again there it is. Be a great spot. I'm going to go ahead and go in there. I got it at 55, even though it dipped way below it. But I wanted to make sure I got in on that spike down so we could catch the spike up. So let's see. Retracement up. We'll try to get that. That was was only a $9 trade if it picks me up, but I'll keep it in there for now just because of the way it's moving. There we go. Should get me. Oh, it just picked up a bunch of other people at my price, but didn't pick me up. Well, there we go. That was just a small little trade there, but see if we get another dip down there. That it? Now it's going to go. So holding it longer would have been the way to go there. Oh, well. Let me mark us another level here where it kind of closed at that level. Seems to be really stalling here like it did before, just before it broke way out. Making a flat top here, guys. So we might have a big opportunity. Oh, there it goes. I saw it just a little too late. Yeah. I'm looking for it to spring a little higher than try to get a recoil here. Actually, I'm going to wait for a dip. I'm thinking it might be doing this again, so let's just see if we can get a dip here. We've got the cleaners in the building, and hopefully they won't shut off the power like they did once before or blow the breakers. But when you have cats in a studio, you really do need cleaners too, and you got to have them hit the toilets, because some of these guys just, I don't know. I can tell you a story about that. I can tell you a story that I used to own a fleet of party fishing boats, and they're like 36 passenger boats, and you'd sell tickets to go out and fish for a day fishing, right? And there were signs that if you feel sick, don't go downstairs and throw up in the toilet and clog the toilet. Go over the side. Don't get over your embarrassment and just throw up over the side. But invariably, women, for whatever reason, not making a statement, they didn't, for the most part, a majority, they wanted the privacy of throwing up, so they would go downstairs to barf. Isn't this a wonderful story, right? And this one woman was really sick. Get ready for something gross, right? Nobody dies, but it's really sick. She was sitting down on the toilet first because apparently she had, the other issue, the number 2 issue. And then she felt like she had to throw up, and, her pants were down. And so she turned around to throw up with her bottom open, and then the pressure. You can imagine the pressure. I didn't get a good enough dip, guys. I am looking at this. I was looking for a better dip, but it just exploded. And the way that the mate called me on the boat, he said, I'm not cleaning this. He says, we got stalactites and mighty tights. And, the cave has, when they hang down, they're like stalactites in a cave, He's just like, they're hanging from the ceiling. You can't expect me. It's above and beyond. I'm like, hey, you're the mate, man. That's your job. Clean the toilet. Just one of those freak accidents, but it happens. That's one business along with restaurants. Oh my God. I just got to get a lower dip here. I just got to get in this again. So let's look for a dip anywhere near 131. It's just not done going up, and I don't want to go short. So let's look for a dip. What I'm going to do now is see where it's stalling more than the price dollar. I'm looking at the level 2 to see where it's right there. I'm going to go at 26. Terrible. Had it at 17 and it hit me at 26. So that was a bad fill, but if it's still going up, it won't matter. But I thought I would already be out with a good trade, so the recoil was terrible for me. The fill was terrible. That and restaurants are 2 businesses I wouldn't want to re-own again. Restaurants are so hard. Don't want to do them again. Yeah, 26 cents was just if it keeps going up, it's a great fill, but it should have been a much better lower fill there, but let's get it back up to that 63, guys. Just give it a minute. 39. Okay, I'm going to take that. Did it get me? That was like $17. And trying to get it at 45, which is $19. And it just pulled back from it. I'm holding in there because I think it's swaling up, so I'm just going to hold it there for a minute. $19. I'm just a little tiny thing just below that 20. Here we go. Oh, looked like it was going to swell up there. This Hood, huh? Hood's reading funny. Got to remember this stock. Level 2 is very jerky. So the 50 cents seems to be, it's making another flat top. We want to get in this again. Let's see if we can catch a dip. It's about to break. We probably should have just held it. It looks like it's about to break. Can we get another dip down there? That was 28 cents. 20 cents. I'll try to get it. 26 cents. Did I get it? No, come on. Come on, pick me up. You're taking too long. There's 27. Now you can get me. There we go. So now I'm in, and I like that position for a breakout. It's going to break out to 50 cent here. It's going to go up to like 60, 70 cents, right up in here. So let's wait for it. Get a good 30, 40 cent move. Let's wait for it. We got a big cushion. So obviously, if you want to get money faster, you do higher share size. If you can, if you can bear watching this go down 50, 100, $200 and then go back up 100, 200, $3, if that doesn't scare you, you should absolutely go higher share size. You should absolutely, again, do your own due diligence. You're responsible, not me. But that's what I do. And I make big money. Now we're keeping it nice and tight for you guys, and it does you have to be able to afford it in your account. But I mean, I could just start with 200 or 400 shares, and then this would be so much more money because I am, for the most part, I think I'm like, now I'm jinxing myself, but I think I'm, over 90% accurate maybe. I think I've missed maybe one trade. So I will look to go off this 31 and go for a bigger move. So I will look, because I've got a nice big cushion. So $31 even on the bid is what I'm looking for. Anything near that. Nope. Okay. So let's get up here where I still think it's going to go up where we wanted it to go. I'm holding out for it. Breaking through this level would be discouraging. It's not. It's an intraday level, so it's not really, shouldn't be that much weight on it, but that is where it made its other little flat top. It's more like this whole dollar level breaking it would be more concerning to me. So we're just below the 50 cent level, and this is where it's channeling between the 50 cent and the whole dollar and the 50 cent. And I don't think it's done moving up. So here we go. So let's break up in here into the 70 cent range before we get out. There's 43. Let's break the 50. Break the 50. If it doesn't break that 50, we have to consider getting out on the next swale. But it seems like it wants to break this flat top. I'm looking at the strength. It's kind of weakening, but yeah, it weakened as it went up there. So it's not. There it goes. Now it's going to break it. Oh, man, it looks so close to just busting through that 50 cent there. I would definitely add to my position if it got down here again, because I feel this is going to be a breakout, not a breakdown. But let's wait and see. We're way below its high levels. You can see from the fibs. Just not going low enough for me to make it worth my while to take the chance. There, it's getting close. There we go. I'll try to get that there. Yeah, I'm canceling. Didn't pick me up fast enough, so. Now, we could have already had a nice big green trade. I waited for a bigger move. Hasn't broke through this level, so I'm still remaining confident that it's going to break out up here. And I don't want to miss it this time because I missed it over here. I called it, and then it did that. And I was like, why do I call it and don't go in it, One more time, break the 50 cent and get up into the 60, 70, 80 cents up there. It hit 63. We want to see it make a new high. It's consolidated enough. Let's get up to a new high. Starting to make me want to chicken out up here. Keep our money and not get I could have had like 4 trades. That's the other thing. It's like I'm waiting for a bigger trade on the breakout, and I could have caught all these little ones. Finally, now let's break through the 50 cents. Stop threatening and do. You're crying wolf. Wow, that's a long consolidation now, so less chance as it goes on that it's going to do a big breakout. So it's convincing me to take a lesser profit and then maybe get in it as it breaks. Try it again. Just get a trade and then try it again. just keeps dipping. You know, the second I get out, it's going to bust right through it. All right, I'm thinking I'm going to get out as it gets up into the 40-cent level again and just take a profit, then wait for the dip. It's just not breaking out yet, so I'm waiting for the dip, for a profit, then a dip. Needs more profit than that after all this pain. That is a breakout pattern. Come on, make the 50. You can do it now. It actually looks like it's going to break it. I'm going to go ahead and just take that. All right, now let me see if I can get if it dips one more time, if it helps me and doesn't break out right now. Don't break out right now. Don't do that to me. You're going to do it, aren't you? You're going to, there's 49. It's going to break out right when I sold. See that? Oh my God. I could have chased it. I don't know. Man, guys, isn't it always the way? You know, I should have held it. It was just dumb. Dumb. I saw it and I just said, well, it's just taking too long. I might do one of those breakdowns. Oh my God. Giving us an opportunity on a short recoil. I'll try to get in down there. I'll try to get it 42. Okay, so I'm looking for a recoil back up now. Don't make this flat top your new home again now. Is that all it's going to do? And then it's going to break down? You know, I should be happy I managed to make money off of that, actually. Especially if it starts to break down. It just really likes this 130, 150 level. Guys, I am going to go for that. Does not look like that's a downward move to me, so I've gone into it. Now I'm at 27 cents, looking for it to get back up again. Understanding this is a potential issue, but I think it's just going to go right back up. So, and now I have more money as it goes back up. 32 cents. Break that 50 cent. We have a nice big trade. Just holding way too long for this stock. There's too many too long a time between trades.
And research out on RCLB, Resolve AI, says faking ARR by acquiring failing AI startups with declining revenue. That's Romeo Zulu Lima Victor, RCLB.
Our max share on this could be 800 shares. This price is cheap for this stock. I'm kind of right in the middle here, unfortunately. I was hoping it would just whip right back up as I bought it. Keeps giving me, you know, small profits, but I'm looking for a bigger move, obviously.
Resolve AI, dropping here to the lowest $5.15. Now bouncing a bit, down about 60.
Here it goes.
Now, again, and there's short RCLB.
Come on, you were about to really pop there. I'll take that. Take that. Pick me up. There we go. Broke 200 on that one. This is where I sold out, so it hasn't broken it yet. There it goes. So I could have got more. Oh, and Tesla is, NVIDIA is causing me more pain than I've made. So we'll stick with this a little longer. Nice.
On a circuit breaker. Whiskey Oscar Lima Foxtrot.
Some of you had to go to work, it looks like. Some of you are still here. We're having a good day on Hood. Hopefully you did not take a trade on NVIDIA unless it was the opposite of me, as I advised you not to.
And
And then you're doing really good today. I'm assuming you've made your goal. This has been nice and easy trade. Oh, we have more on another stock too, right?
Pulling back to
I can't remember. Was it AMD? I don't know. Magnet just pulled up. Interesting spot to think about a dip again.
it down now. Still up about
I had it originally higher than this when I'm going to go ahead and go in. It looks like it's going to go back up. So I'm going to, got in, okay, and then it flushed as soon as I did. But I only have the 100 shares, which is good. So I can add to it if it breaks down into here and go for a bigger move up. So 28 cents. Jeez, I thought I had a better, maybe I didn't. I thought I had a better position when I went in on the bid, but I guess not.
Wolfspeed filing a Form 25 with the
Still making like little higher highs as it tries to break through this 131.50. So I'm still counting on that. Though the 5-minute is showing it going down. So
registration.
see that? So that's a little scary. So about adding. So that's why I didn't add, actually. I got a bigger perspective for a second and say, hey, it's fading off the 5, it's stair-stepping down. So I held off. And I'm more inclined to go short up here by looking at that, which is great because I like going short. Let's see if we can make this a profitable trade and get out of it. I just got out for a small amount of money. I don't trust it to go all the way back up. Okay. So I was looking at that, and I was a little worried. I want to see that 5-minute close green. If it's going to close green, then we got a whole new ball game. So let's wait a second. That's 40 seconds away. Why don't we take, this is probably a good time to see how bad NVIDIA is hurting me. Was it Tesla I made money on earlier? No, we lost 11 on that. Charlie and I, before the market opened. Was it AMD? Nope. Apple? I thought I was green on another stock. Maybe it's that one. Oh, yeah, 35 there. Okay. All right, so we got like 230 something. What's NVIDIA? I'm afraid to look. Yeah, so we're green for the day. This one is hurting me, so I'm holding on to it for now. I'm not adding to it, though, so I'm just hold on for now and make our money, make enough money where it doesn't matter. So I'll stick with it a little longer. Let's get back to Hood. Yeah, so I've got like almost 250 overall here. Let's just get this higher, guys. Let's make more money. This is really it's easy to call here. So I know I'm just asking for crap when I say stuff like that. Did he just say it's easy to call? Is that the man that talked about poops, stalactites? He needs to go off the air immediately. Oh. Yeah, I have owned so many different things that at my age I have a lot of stories. Let's just say there's no shortage of party invitations for me. They all want to hear some story from the professor. Of course, then stories from my students that have gone on to do like amazing things. Some of them just huge millionaires, huge, bigly. Not just 1 million is what I mean to say by that, but like multi-millionaires doing businesses, their own businesses that I used to, as kids, taught them math. So I'm hoping that I instilled, that kind of entrepreneurial spirit. And I'm not putting down my math teaching to that. Just like, yeah, you can do anything you want to do. The opportunities are there to do anything you want to do. Let's just see. Do we have a smoothing area? Kind of right where it just hit. I'm looking to go short now, so that's why I'm doing that. Yeah, so that did turn green on the 5 though, so yeah. I could have got a trade right there for already 30 cents. I like being able to add on this kind of consolidation, so I'm not going to up to 200, which I thought about doing, guys, to just so we're safer to just stair step up this. Now, a lot of you can't even trade as long as I've been trading, so I've been trading almost an hour and a half. You know, that's not typical for me, but as long as enough of you stay on here, I will do it, and there is enough of you. We kind of set our guidelines, and I know I'm making a difference for people as long as I'm making money. But this stock, we're doing pretty good. IR yen, we did okay on a couple of trades. Okay, so let's look to get out up here, way up at that level again. It was highs is at 72 cents. I don't want to go short prematurely. I am going to do the ask because I don't want to get a terrible fill on the market. If it, you know, I'm waiting for it to hit up in here again and then ride it down like it's been doing, just constantly doing it. 62, I'll go for it. So I got it at 62. Great. So I'll look for a recoil and just get a few bucks out of this. Anywhere near the 50-cent mark, I would probably just take the recoil, 12 bucks. Should have probably already taken it at 8 or 9 bucks when it hit it there. All right, got a little tiny trade there. And we'll look to see about trading it long off of these. Is it going to stop at the 50 cent? No, there it goes. Of course, I should have held that longer. There it goes. Looked like it might be starting to hit this as the floor and then take off, so I didn't want to overstay my welcome there. Now remember, on Thinkorswim, there are no trading fees. The only thing you're paying for is an exchange fee, and on 100 shares, that's like a couple cents. So you don't have to worry about. Everybody pays the exchange fees no matter what. So there are no trading fees. Somebody had asked me, and I hope he got my comment because I took a while to respond, but what do you pay? Can you tell what you pay? Please work in your trading fees. I don't have trading fees. And then I think the comment was taxes too, or somebody said, I don't know taxes. I mean, you should know your tax bracket and just do a summary in your mind on your capital gains. You know, obviously everybody's is different. So I'm not calling out those in my, you know, what taxes come out of my profits. No, I'm not doing that. But suffice to say, I have a fairly high tax bracket. So, is it worth it? Absolutely. Oh, God. Oh, Charlie's not even trading right now. Okay. Must be a bathroom break. Yes, I'm calling out to the whole world when Charlie goes to the bathroom.
Now, resuming BQ, WOLF, Wolf Speed shares resuming trade. Wolf Speed.
He likes it a bit. She likes it because she's not having to handle the chat for the larger group as much. I'm not, because of this little snafu we have, we're kind of clearing the board of what traders are in that and how I'm going to handle that, because that was not a good situation. And so one step at a time here. I still trade a large share size, but usually I'm not recording it for you guys. And I used to record them all and show you the possibilities of trading long, you know, high share size. But you can kind of see it here, right? If your share size was high, you know, if it was 1,000 shares or 500 shares, how much money you'd have. It would work exactly the same. It's only in your mind that it won't work the same. So after a while, my people who know me know the history that I had traders coming up to me saying, with your accuracy, why in the world aren't you trading larger share size? And they talked me into it, you know, and then it I'm not going to say it changed my life, but it definitely made me look at trading a completely different way. Wow. So this is Okay, so okay, I'm going to go for it. As it goes up, I got it. So I knew that was a risk, that it could keep going, but I think that I'll have some retracement action here. So I'm not going to get over greedy. It was really pounding up there. So I thought about waiting a little longer, but I'm okay. So let's see if it goes off the 132 and rejects, or if it's going to, might reject way down here. But that was a big enough move that we might not see the full retracement, so I don't want to get a recoil, so I don't want to get overly greedy. So it broke the 32 for a second. Tempting. I'm very close to that level, so I would not really want to get in right at the 32 to add to my share size. It was exciting. I knew I'm going against the grain. I do it on purpose. It's not for everybody. We have a nice big cushion to take. Ooh, look at the pain there. Exciting. Exciting. So it hit 14 cents. I would want it to be able to pull me above the 131 if I added. So I needed to go up 50 cents from this position, or 25 cents here. Wow. That's it. It did it. So I'm going to go for it. Okay, so I'm at 32.03. See how I did that? See how I lost more money? So I'm thinking the recoil to the even dollar is highly likely to at least get out, but who knows, right? I don't know. I don't want to lose the whole thing here, so there will come a point where I would just bail. A lot of people jump on here too, so you got to deal with that before the short sellers get control again. So you got to deal with that. So I'm at the 03. There's 20 cents. I'm just a little bit off my position now, looking for the recoil down to the 132. I don't think I'll wait for it to go much below it. I'll just get out. There it was. I was even for a split second there. That might have been my chance to get out. I didn't take it. Yeah, I'm not going necessarily for a winning trade here. I'm just trying to get out now because of how far it moved up. But let's see. Maybe it'll break the 132. I'll give it another chance. I could have got out for even money if I did market there. One red candle down. We don't want to see it go back up. Yeah, we don't want to see it go up. We want to see it go down. Stop teasing me. There it goes. Breakdown. Take it. That wasn't that much, but I should have gone bid on it probably. Go back down to the 100 shares and get back in this move going up. 32. Let's see if it's going to hold the 32. What's our time? Oh, okay, we really are at an hour and a half now, so what's NVIDIA doing? Oh, wow, it's just hurting me more. I might just take a loss on that and get out of it, but I'd still be green for the day. We'll keep our good month going. Wow, a couple of times I could have got it there below the 132. Does look like it wants to go up still, like this isn't much of a pullback. I tried to get it there at 95. There we go. Don't make people buy NVIDIA long right now. There's this little pullback. Now we're going back up. Long biased again. Get up there. Maybe in the 20-cent range. 20 cent over here on the ask.
Continued heavy volume after resuming from a circuit critical halt. WOLF. Wolf Speed shares resumed trading. Continued to pull back now. $8.40.
There was 15 cents for a split second.
8.31 now for Wolf Speed.
Ooh, okay. Could have had a profit already, but I was holding out for more. 62 would be a level. What's that 62 level at? No, that's not. That's a smoothing level. I got to be careful. Well, that's the flat top level. That would be a good level to add. Yeah. There we go. Oh, there we go. That was a bit of a trade. Okay.
Again, $8.05, continuing to fall here from the highs. $8.05.
I know there's a bunch of people trade momentum that are just following everything he's saying. You can have, I mean, I have a bunch of momentum scanners that I showed how to, there's videos that you get the free, that are free, totally free scanners that show momentum. You might want to look at those. And then I made others available through $1 Million Margin Club that are like the Gap and Go, like that Ross has, and that you don't have to pay those huge monthly. Whoa, wow, huh? That was really, I'm going to go for it again. Going for the same dumb move, right? Get in on a recoil. It got me way up at 64. So I'm looking for it to drop. The high was 76. We're looking for a recoil at least to 50 cent maybe. We'll take it. It picked me up. Yes. So 268. Just stair stepping up nice and conservative, nice and safe. That was nice, huh? So we'll look for to go long again here. Let's see if we can get a little further retracement down. It's holding it at the 50 cent right now. Man, huh? Where's its high? Its high's way up here, right? So yeah, that's not even the real. Or is that actually, is that oh no, that is the high. I mean, we're past the high. Okay. Let's just see. Yeah, no, we're past the highs. I don't know what that is. Is that a high from a long, long time ago? No, that is a extension level. See, 261.8. That's an extension level. I was reading that we weren't to the high yet, so I was feeling I was definitely calling it on the wrong data, so that's interesting. Yeah, I like this. I've been looking at the range quite a bit because that's the overall range, and then it tells you how it closed rather than the smoothed out range. So overall range, and then here's the smoothed out range. So, you know, very, very, very handy there. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for a long on 12 cents. See if it picks me up. Nope, canceling that. Took too long. I was watching the move, and it looked like it could pick it up there and then swell back up. But I've got to recalc here. Yeah, so anywhere in the 15 cent range should be good. We can get a dip. Now I'd say 13 cent range. So our overall volumes dropped quite a bit. MACD is going to send it down. Let's go for a little lower, closer to 132, because that MACD crossover, let's see if it can send it. Give it a second to send it down. It's pushing it up. Pushed it up enough where it literally disappeared. There it goes back down again. I think it's going to drop closer to 132. So let's see if we can grab it a little closer down. Man, it's not doing it. There it goes. Okay, I'll try that. At 11 cents. There we go. All right, a little bit of a risk. We're going to hope this level holds it here, the 132. And we'll ride it back up to the 132.50 area. Anywhere over 300, I would absolutely take the trade, but let's just see. Got it 11. It's 14 on the asks. That's not enough. Let's see if it really rebounds here. Give it a chance to really rebound up there. Or recoil. I'm at 11, so I'm right here area. Interesting. Is it going to hit that? I don't want to see it break the 132. Went down all the way to like 76 on that last spike. I think I've got a really good position to ride this out for a second. Big cushion, very low share size, very little risk here unless I do stupid stuff and keep adding as it flushes. Get ready to take a losing trade, you know. So there's an example. Like, since it broke the 132, it's very tempting to get in right there. So I'm watching it, thinking, do I want to just take a small hit here? Because if I add and it flushes, so here's its flat top at the 62. I'm very close to my position, you know, just 10 cents off. So it's just no sense trying to do anything to add anything here. Stopped at the 20 moving average, guys. Oh, we got more of you coming in. That's good. You guys can't hold me hostage here all day long. I'm going to stop trading at some point. Here it goes. Here we go. Let's get back up there. Let's hold it into the move. Let's hold it into, like, you know, where the MACD stalled. I think it's 37 cents maybe. That area. We're at 14 cents there. 15 on the ask. 19. Starting to make money. 25. Wow. Did you see that drop? Boom. That was somebody dropped a big share size there. So yeah, it's really doing some crazy stuff right here. So be careful, guys. You don't want to hit market at this particular moment. So well, it looks like a $20 win could be a $10 loss in a split second. So I like the fact. So the volume went up as it was moving up. See, that's why it turned blue. So that's a good sign to ride this longer. Let's see if we can pull this magnet up. That would be good. 33. Wow, it was 33 for a split second there and then dropped. Oh my God, huh? It's doing some real volatile price action here. Made a little bit of a bear flag, unfortunately, on the 1 minute. Wow, so that was a couple times we could have had a really good trade there. And then it, well, I mean a decent trade. And then it faded. I am more tempting to get it at the 62 level. I'm going to go for it. Didn't pick me up, canceling. Is it going to hold it? I'm going to go for it. Okay, so what do we got? 200 shares at 180, so 84. All right, so I'm going to get ready to get out if it really starts to hurt me here and just lick my wounds. But I think that was a calculated risk to ride that higher. I'm at 84. It's going up my way now. Here it goes. Let's get a recovery here. I'm just going to get out for any kind of a profit because of the way that it's moving. I don't trust it. I don't see it as an automatic recovery. So I'm just going to try to get out for anything green here. Hopefully it'll be a big push. The way that it was spiking there, man, it was just really hard to get out of that trade. Even as it was in the profit zone, it was like there for a split second. Now, you could use the ladder in a situation like that, which is tempting. It's back at its flat top here, so it's just we want this to be a floor and just send it right upward. 20 cents off my position. But it seems like it's trying to break down, which is not a good sign. There, level 2 shows up. Let's see if it can be stronger. Big pop. Give us a big pop. I'm holding it over the market just because I'm afraid I won't get picked up on the ask at a profit. Ah, that's not good. Okay. So now we have to really make a decision. I don't want to hold this much longer, so we broke down off that level. I think I'm going to take the hit here, guys. I'll give it a beat longer here and then take the loss. Yeah, I'm going to get out. That's too bad. So we had a nice, we were almost to 300. So that's the risk of adding, you know. It could be done with its move here. So we can look to see if the 130, it's always that last trade, right? Because I was getting ready to stop. It was always the last trade. Now, NVIDIA's going back down too. So, and I haven't even been trading Tesla yet, which is what I want to come back and do after a break here. It's down off of its open. Whole market showing down now, which means NVIDIA is going to keep going down probably, which is good for my other position. Yeah, is it going to hold that level? Wow. So that was just the bottom of a channel. That's really not that, shouldn't be that respected for a long-term level. That's very intraday. I wouldn't trust it. We'll see. I'm not going to go in right here thinking that that's the upward trend now. I need to see this. This is too much. That's why I took a loss. It was just like, that was just too much. So I don't know if you guys got caught up in that, but that's too bad if you did. It hurt some of your money. But if you made your goal, you should have stopped. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it now, guys. Thanks for being here. I will give you the update on how we finally ended up today with the NVIDIA position and the other stuff added together. And I will hopefully see you tomorrow morning. Don't forget to catch that other video. And give me a comment on how you feel about the movie, Trump saying he's going to tariff every movie made outside the U.S. I'd like everybody's opinion. We formed our opinion here. I will let you know that tomorrow. But let me know, guys. Okay, thanks for watching. Go green out there.